This channel is proudly partnered with the What the Funk shop. Please check out their store for all sorts of products. They have dice, miniatures, Game Master screens, home decorations, and many other things. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment. And make sure that you use my code for a special discount. This channel is proudly sponsored by the Red Room Publishing. Please check out their store for exclusive tabletop RPG products. They have recently released Uncharted Seas, a pseudo-historical RPG of maritime adventures in the Age of Discovery. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment, and make sure that you check out their contest as well. Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring Aether Nexus. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review featuring this fantasy mecha tabletop RPG, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about the modes of play and the Nexus. In Aether Nexus, play centers on the battles fought by Aetheric Knights and their apparatus, but combat is by no means the full extent of these rules. While questing, Knights traverse the fragments of Escara, interacting with the diverse denizens, delving into enigmatic ruins and navigating the perilous intrigue of the world. In battle, Knights confront foes on the battlefield and bring the full might of the Nexus to bear. On voyages, Knights journey across the inner shards and outer drifts, and through the ethereal aboard a sky ship. During respite, Knights gather in a haven to rest, recover and repair, strengthening bonds with one another, training together and upgrading their apparatus. Battles and other action-oriented sequences are broken up first into rounds, and then into turns. Each knight and foe has a turn within a round. The round ends and another begins, once each participant has taken their turn. Now when it comes to initiative, to determine the turn order of the knights and foes, players make initiative rolls at the start of each round. Players each test either Flux or Aether. On a success, you take your turn before foes. On a failure, you take your turn after foes. Among these two groups, before foes and after foes, the players can choose the order of individual turns, or go in descending order of Flux score. Initiative can be determined at the start of the battle, or at the start of each round. Now you can also hold your actions. If you want to take action later on in the round, you can also do that. Let's talk about the Nexus. It is a link shared by you and your fellow knights, a bond both real and etheric. This connection is so deep that knights tethered to one another can communicate their thoughts and emotions, also mental images, as easily as one shares a glance. Within the rules, this bond is represented by the Nexus die, as well as the Nexus search ability granted by your kin. Let's talk about the Nexus die. It is granted by your apparatus frame. It represents the strength of the link shared with your fellow knights. When you push your apparatus and draw upon the power of your Nexus, you roll your Nexus die. On a 1, the Nexus die downgrades. On a maximum result, the Nexus die downgrades and the Nexus search is triggered. When you downgrade a D4 Nexus die, you become severed. We will talk about this condition in a future part of this review series. Your Nexus die is restored to its maximum during respite. You roll your Nexus die when you take 2 actions of the same type, for example 2 strikes, or where the rules text instructs you to, or when the seer indicates so. Your Nexus search, granted by your chosen kin, is a powerful ability that triggers when you roll the maximum result on your Nexus die. Following the Nexus search, your Nexus die downgrades. And it is possible to roll your Nexus die multiple times with a single action. For example, using an augment ability that calls for a Nexus die roll while also taking your second strike action of the turn. In that case, 2 Nexus die rolls will be required. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part, we're going to talk about the battlefield and actions. Now, when it comes to the modes of play, they are quite rich. That is, this is not just about mecha combat. This is about traveling and exploration as well. Now, concerning the Nexus, the connection shared through the Nexus is real both thematically and mechanically. That is, you have that connection of emotions, of thoughts, of feelings between the different knights, but mechanically speaking, you also have the Nexus die to worry about. In the case of the search, this is a desperate ability that you employ in order to turn the tide of battle at the risk of becoming severed. Thank you for watching this part of the review. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member or using the super thanks button. You can also check out the pinned comment below. This has been Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. I am currently unavailable for professional sessions, but I will put my contact information in the description and in the pinned comment for when I am available again. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you and see you later.